Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Blu-Roy Movies. Today I've got some 4K Blu-ray pickups that I've garnered over the last couple of weeks. Uh, I thought I was going to slow down and maybe do one monthly, but as you can see, I've got a nice little stack of goodies. Some really good stuff as well. Some stuff I'm really over the moon with, as they say. First of all, yesterday I had a busy day. I was out all day doing some jobs, uh, going to an appointment I had, and I got home and there's an envelope waiting for me there from Amazon. I've not ordered anything, and you might have guessed it, Larry's striked again. Aliens 4K, absolutely unbelievable, mate. I can't believe that. so so chuffed and humbled that you'd think of me and send me that. Looking forward to delving into this one, giving it a watch. I've heard it's got a really good transfer. I haven't checked out my True Lies yet that I've got a couple of weeks ago. I've heard that's a bad transfer, but I've heard Mr. Cameron's more than made up for it with this one. Don't think much of that artwork though. What do you reckon? I'm not convinced by that. I've seen better artwork for Aliens, but it's what's inside that counts. Yeah, absolutely, Larry. You don't need to get me anything, and that just astounded me. I'd had a busy day yesterday. I got home, I was knackered, and that just sent the endorphins racing, as they say. Fantastic, mate. Thanks very much. And if that wasn't enough from Larry, the other day, another unexpected Amazon delivery, Cottage to Let, a good old network release, good old British film. Now, it doesn't say on the cover, but Larry tells me my mate George Cole's in here, so that's one to add to his collection. Also, John Mills, who's in every British film of the time. Alistair Sim, who seems to team up with George a lot. Looking forward to that one. Don't know anything about it. Sometimes that's the best way to get into these films. Yeah, so Larry, again, absolutely blinding, mate. You're a superstar. Love you to bits. Thank you very much. Now, on my last, well, not my last video, a couple of videos ago, on my what I watched Don't Look Now, and I said I had a like for Donald Sutherland and his films. And both Larry and Warren at Goose's Movie recommended Eye of the Needle, which is a film I'd never heard of. And then Warren at Goose's Movie, he messaged me. He had a spare copy of Eye of the Needle with Donald and asked me if I'd like it. And yep, mate, thanks very much. I really appreciate that. I think it's some sort of wartime espionage film, which ticks a lot of boxes for me. So can't wait to give that a watch. If you're not subscribed to Warren, his channel is called Goose's Movie. He likes a lot of similar stuff to me, if you like the stuff that I watch, but he's far more articulate than I am. He's got a great way of talking about films, and he's got one of these voices that you can just listen to him all day. It all washes all over you and absorb his knowledge, and it's educational at the same time. Again, Warren, blinded, mate. Thanks very much. Really appreciate that. And I'll be watching that pretty soon. So there are my gifts. Now, what I've picked up myself. First of all, a charity shop, 50p. Starship Troopers 3. I've only ever seen the first one. I've heard the two sequels aren't very good, but I'll give number 3 a whirl. Still need to get number 2. Is it available on Blu-ray? I think it might be DVD only, which means I might have to look out a DVD copy. They're just mindless action sci-fi films. Can't go wrong. Next up, from CEX, I thought £4 was a blinding price for a film I've never seen before. Saturday Night Fever. I'm going to enhance my disco self. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to buy a white suit. I'm going to do some moves, bust some grooves, all that good stuff. John Travolta, what a guy. I'll get that watched. Next up from eBay, a film I've seen a long time ago. I've only ever seen it once. Johnny Depp, Tim Burton, Edward Scissorhands. For £3, it's just a classic film to get into the collection. Like I said, I've watched it years and years ago, so I'll probably watch it again. And it'd be like watching it brand new again. But I thought £3 was a decent price. I think CX wants 6 for it. So yeah, I'll give that a go. Next up, we just had the Indicator sale. And Indicator know how to do sales. £5 a pop for these films. You just can't go wrong. I didn't go overboard. I picked up 4 titles. The first one being The Night Has 1,000 Eyes. This is a special edition as well. Limited edition one. Edward G. Robinson. I'll pick anything up with him in for a £5. This is no exception. Don't know anything about the film. And the thing with Indicators, which I don't mind actually, they don't give you like a blurb on the back telling you what they're about, so you're going in blind, which I like doing that anyway. Never have the stairs look down on an adventure like this. The Night Has 1,000 Eyes. There was a song that wasn't as well, wasn't there? Was the song taken from the film? I wonder. I guess I'll find out when I watch it. Then next up, another film I seen a long time ago. I haven't seen it for years. 10 Rillington Place. Richard Attenborough. I love Richard Attenborough. John Hurt, fantastic actor. And Judy Geeson again, who seems to be following me around everywhere the last couple of weeks. Yeah, really looking forward to getting into that one again. That's a great film. Next up, another film I haven't seen. Oh, and actually, coincidentally, same director as 10 Rillington Place. Richard Fleischer, I'm not sure how you quite pronounce it. See No Evil with Mia Farrow. I think it's some kind of horror type murder film, I think. So I've never seen it. But for a £5 a pop, you can't go wrong. If you don't like them, you can move them on and probably get more than you paid. And lastly, from my Indicator haul, always like a bit of Ridley Scott. Never seen this one before. Tom Berenger, Mimi Rogers, Someone to Watch Over Me. Again, I think it's a crime murder type film. But like I say again, for a £5, I'm going to give it a go. You can't lose. And the last two, I used some CEX vouchers. The first one being Red Desert from director Michelangelo Antonioni, who is a couple of films I've seen of his I've really enjoyed. I've seen La Notte, which is just superb. I've talked about it on the channel before. I've seen Les Amiches, which is also a very good film. And I was watching somebody on YouTube the other day, and they said this was their favourite film of his. So it was a decent price at CX. I think it's about £8. So I picked it up. I'll give it a whirl. See what I think. Yeah, Red Desert. Anybody knows anything about that? Let me know what you think. And lastly, but by no means least, for this little update from CEX as well, what I said, it went down to £3 on the app. So with £6 on the app, with £3 delivery, £9. I use vouchers. It's what I've been after for a long time. The HMV Premium of the 1933, and my favourite version of King Kong. Just a great film. This is a classic film. Always a bit wary of ordering the HMV Premium collections from CEX because sometimes they just come out like that without the box. And I'm not a great one for slipcovers apart from the Premium collection because they just look beautiful on the shelf in the box. Yeah, so that's everything that I've picked up over the last couple of weeks. Let me know if you've got any thoughts on these titles. Give me a like if you've liked what I've done today. Feel free to subscribe. If you want to see this ugly mush again, hope you all have a nice day. And I'll probably see you again at the weekend. Goodbye.